Hello, welcome to this tutorial on how to search for a book in the Appleton Area School District using the online catalog. My name is Mr. Carpenter and I'll be your guide. Step number 1 is to locate the catalog. Many students will do their searching from home or away from school, and they'll locate the catalog using Google. Google is a search engine. In the find box, type in the Appleton Area School District. Notice there's also a microphone over here, so you can speak your voice into your computer or even on a smartphone and locate the catalog that way. Press the search button and all of the links down here appear. No pun intended. Appleton Area School District. Click on the home button. And up comes the home page for the Appleton Area School District. Step number 2 from this page is to locate the catalog, which happens to be listed under the educational resource page called Student Resources. So click on Teaching and Learning and scroll over to the side over here and select Student Resources. Some students have found it easier to just scroll to the bottom and click on the wrench. Being a carpenter, I like to use the tools, so I click on the student resource page here, link, that contains the wrench. Many times you've heard me refer to our students as top shelf learners. Perhaps you remember in kindergarten when I told you we're top shelf learners. So click on the Elementary Library Resource link. This page contains all of the resources that are indexed, listed, linked, and oftentimes subscribed to by the Appleton Area School District Library Media Department. Perhaps you recall at least once when Mr. Carpenter suggested that you bookmark this page at home on your computer, tablet, or other device. Up at the top in the upper left-hand corner, there's a picture of an apple with some books below it and an E. In Appleton, we have both electronic and print as well as non-print resources. Click on the School Library Catalog. And the list of all of the schools appears. For our training video today, I'm using Houdini, 7 from the bottom. Click on Houdini Elementary School. At the top of the page, you'll notice 2 buttons, Home and Catalog. Click on the Catalog button. You'll notice the cursor is blinking in the Find box. In this box, type in Magic Tricks. You also can click on Magic Tricks down here if it appears. And there are different ways to search the catalog. If you don't select one of these, it will automatically search on the word using keyword, which means every time it finds the words Magic Tricks, that record will appear. In my opinion, the best way to search is to use option number 4, which is the catalog subject right here. You'll notice that our school, Houdini, which I'm using today as an example because Houdini Elementary School is named after one of the greatest magicians of all time, Harry Houdini, who also happen to be from Appleton, Wisconsin. You'll notice in the corner it says that there are 62 books in the catalog at Houdini Elementary School. When I say books, I'm meaning paperback, hardcover, and the electronic ebooks as well. After all, they all are books. You'll notice some books have a print book like this next to it, or a blue book without a letter. That means that that is a print book. If you see an ebook, it has an E. That means it's an electronic book that can be read on your computer, on your tablet, and on other devices as well. To locate a print book like this one, it's going to have a call number, 793.8. I recommend you write that number down. We call that the call number, the address of the book on the shelf. Don't forget your shelf marker. When you click on the Details button, it will tell you what that book is about. This one says step-by-step instructions and photos show you how to do a variety of fun and entertaining card tricks. If I click on Copies, it shows me that this book currently is available at the Houdini School Library. It's also owned at Lincoln School. Note how the call number is the same. So after writing that number down, going to the shelf, you would locate this book, 793.3 BAR. Notice how this book is also available in some of the schools as an e-book, because there's an E on it. I'm going to click on Search Results to go back out to here, back out to the page that shows all of the resources. I often like to go under the Sort By option box here and select Call Number. I like to do this because it separates fiction, those books that contain stories, from the non-fiction books, often called informational texts by classroom teachers. Both mean the same, books with facts. You'll notice that sometimes the school library will purchase a book in print and in the electronic format. For example, Amazing Tricks with Everyday Stuff. The Houdini School Library has this in print because there's the little blue box. That little picture means it's a print book. It's located at 793.8 on the shelf. If this book happens to be checked out, which today it says it's available because it says 1 of 1 available, if your book happens to be checked out, you can click down here on the electronic one. Right below Amazing Tricks with Everyday Stuff, after I have organized the catalog by the title, at the top, right here, change this to be by title, and search Go, I bring up Amazing Tricks with Everyday Stuff, and there's the print one. Here is the ebook version. I click on Open. And it loads the electronic book. I can select Read Book page by page or Read Book all at once. I prefer the top option. You never know when you might want to pause that book. In most ebooks, there's an arrow over here on the far right hand page that takes you to the next page. Whether you're learning a magic trick using a print book or electronic book, remember these pointers. While these tips are important, one does not need to worry that a magician is going to try to cut them in half. Students often ask me how they stop an ebook from playing. Down here in the bottom, you'll notice there's a little X over here. X marks the spot. Click that X, and it exits the page. X out the page. This page brings back all of the results of all of the ebooks that are held by Capstone in the Houdini School Library. Sometimes when students exit using that X away from the Capstone page, that everything disappears. They can go back to the catalog and type it in again and bring up those same magic trick books. So here are the magic trick books. Sometimes students will note that there's two different icons for ebooks. There's a blue box with a solid background with a white E in the front, and then sometimes they'll notice that there's a outline of a box with a white background with a blue E on the inside. That means that the ebook is purchased by a different company other than Capstone. These kind of ebooks will have either the word "in" next to it, which means the library only has one copy, or it will say "unlimited copies." When I click on open on this one, notice that this one does not look like the Capstone books. That means these typically don't read to you. You enter in your username, which is going to be the first three letters of your last name, and your lunch code. You can also use the generic login Appleton. Enter your password. If you're an Appleton student, you'll have to get this from your teacher or school librarian. If you are a student, you already know it's the same one that you use at school. You'll notice when you put the password in that there are little asterisks to keep that protected. Hit the submit button. Sometimes you have to wait patiently. The book opens up. On some of the ebooks, like this one from Follett, I have to click on the A up here, the letter, and change the format of the book. Perhaps maybe you want to see 2 pages at one time, or if the book is too large to fit in the screen, use the zoom out feature to get it to fit. Please note how these books advance the same way using the arrow key over there. Thank you for joining me for this tour of the how to use a catalog. Have a